Yo, my bad for the lateness, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Running around, doing things, jumped out, you know what I mean? Cleaned up, feel right. I feel good, energetic. Was popping. I hope everybody doing good. We inside because it's too fucking hot. We inside because it's too fucking hot. The outside, inside shit. Nope, I'm inside today, y'all. But what up, everybody? I hope everybody doing good. It's $8, random. You know what the fuck going on? Thank you for rocking with my channel. We really gonna give you what the fuck I'ma give you. So you better, listen, cause the shit is the truth. Holla at your boy, man. It's $8, random. You know what the fuck going on? What's popping, everybody? Congratulations to the New York Knicks. What up, folks? Crazy game, crazy game, crazy game. I spoke about it in my lab pod, so we're not gonna get into it too much. But I want to talk about the Fat Joe and that Gambino thing. What's going on, man? So I saw a video maybe 2 days ago, and I figured all the tabloids and everybody was gonna jump on it, but yeah, man, it's Fat Joe. You know what I mean? He's getting some feedback from the Gambino family, and he's talking his shit. This Italian dude. You know what I mean? He's telling you dates. He's giving you what he thinks about Fat Joe. How he's cool with everybody else. Cuban link. He's getting information from here and there. His sources are valid. You heard? But we're gonna really get into it. I just want to see if any other, you know what I mean, like sources um got into it really heavy. I always go poetic Flacco, and let's see if he touched on it. You know what I'm saying? Um I apologize, but I like poetic Flacco. He says it how it is, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see that he touched on that, man. Not that many people are touching on that story, man. Hopefully Nene D comes in the building, man. I need my sources, man. But it's kind of messed up, man. It's messed up when you think about it. I forgot where I saw it though. You know what I mean? But yo, you know who I've been watching lately? My man CC. Let's talk about it. CC, the bodyguard dude. You know what I mean? And this motherfucker knows a lot of crazy shit, man. Supposedly he got the pic. First of all, he's doing rounds and he shows some pictures of Bigfoot. That shit ain't Bigfoot. That shit look computer. Shout out to Kodak Black releasing Kodak the Blessing. You know what I mean? Kodak Black released Kodak the Blessing right now. If you don't know, go check on YouTube. Just type in Kodak Black and you'll see that album post up. A couple of those tracks, Handling the Death, you know what I'm saying? He got a couple cool little joints, you know what I mean? But let me see. Let me see if my man Hassan Campbell talked about it. You know what I'm saying? I hate when you close the feedback. Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Please shout out. What up, Stacy? How you doing, man? Stacy Miles in the building. Good looking, everybody. Please support. Please give me the thumbs up. Look at my shorts. Look at my videos. Look how I dress. Look how I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I got the tie dye with the motherfucking New York Nick joint popping. Great combination, by the way. And I hope everybody's doing good, man. It's a Friday, fun day. You know what I mean? If you're working, this should be your last, unless you know what I mean. You're the new American worker where you work fucking every minute of your life. But yeah, man. I hope everybody's chilling. You know what I mean? And yeah, let's talk about it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to find that story real quick. There's a lot of cool little things going on in that story. You know what I mean? Um, there it goes. There it goes. Ex Mafia henchman goes off on Fat Joe. You know what I mean? Um, it's a delicate case. I don't like. Let's go. It's popping. Busy in the fucking building. What up, Pop? Hit me with that thumb up, yo. I had a lot of people in the building early, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little light with the energy. It's hot as fudge, you know what I'm saying? But what up, Pop? New York Knicks. We're gonna finish it. Let's go get that chip. Shout out to Brunson. Shout out to all the players. Shout out to Josh Hart. Shout out to OG Ananobi. If you don't know, he's the guy that tipped it in at the last moment. Number 8. That's a power number. Good for him. And yeah, man, there's a lot going on in New York. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Between the mayor doing changes and shit like that. But yeah, man, let's listen to it. Yo, Shout out to you, man. Yo, Naruto. Shout out to Naruto. Yo, hit me with that thumbs up, man. Shout out to Naruto, man. The FIFA Cup is going on. That's another money business entity. So this is why I'm telling people they're definitely going to end the game in game 5 because we got to go move on to other things. You know what I mean? Baseball season is sizzling up. You know, you got golf. You got a lot of shit popping at the same damn time. So word, man. There's that video with the Italiano talking his shit, man. But I wish I want to get more of the audio, man. See, I didn't know Fat Joe was talking about him. So long story short, Fat Joe had a show, and I guess the Italian dude was on the stage, and Fat Joe was like, "I can't wait to get off the stage because my son is a rat." But yo, what's popping with Oskino and Whack 100? If you don't know, they beefing. You know, and I always feel like every time you touch down into the like streaming industry, you have to beef with Whack. Like Whack is just like you just that's part of the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to FIFA. If you don't know, that's football. That's the true football. FUTBOL. That's soccer. You know what I mean? And yeah, shout out to the soccer teams that are doing their thing, man. Soccer's a cool fucking sport. Supposedly CoffeeZilla figured out the Lego scandal. And yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's rap about it. They got they shit going on at the same time as me. So yeah, they know a lot about Joe. Whack 100 always fighting someone. Always. I don't know what's up with son. You know what I mean? And what I mean is I know we explained yesterday public record, right? Everything you could find a lot of cases, just go, everything is public, you know what I mean? So I understand how he gets a lot of his, paperwork, but sometimes he gets shits that's not out like Whack be, and then every time I see somebody fucking with Whack, they end up in jail or fucked up or some, weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not throwing dirt on Whack's name. You know what I'm saying? I still think he's a cool businessman. But and I guess the LA culture, they strong arm motherfuckers first. You know what I mean? Just to get their foot in the door. Name a car, and I was edit it for you. Ooh, thank you, Chance. Um, name a car. Let's go Bugatti, baby. Shout out to the Bugattis, man. Yeah, man. I always bring up this thing about this. I keep forgetting his YouTube page, but his name is Matt, and he bought a bag. Good looking, good looking. I appreciate you, man. Yo, you have a great day, Chance. Yo, what up, Chance the Gambler in the fucking building, man. Good looking, everybody, for that thumbs up. You already know how we give it up on this side. We chilling. We talking about the Knicks catching that W. That shit was crazy work. OG Ananobi at the last second hit that motherfucker. And word, man. Shout out to the Knicks, man. Shout out to the New York Knicks, baby. But yeah, there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on, man. But yeah, the Bugatti is a beautiful car. But this guy named Matt, he has a YouTube channel. You're gonna find him because he's doing a Bugatti. And long story short, he's looking at serial numbers. He's looking at underneath they raised it up and shit like that. A lot of these parts, not a lot, but parts are coming from Volkswagen over here. I bugged out when I heard Lamborghini or Ferrari, one of those use like Honda Accord lights or some shit. So and then he types in Bugatti lights. The shit said $174,600. 175,000 for the two front lights. That's why he did that. That's why he started looking into it. And then he's like, yo, I might as well 3D print some of these parts. You know what I'm saying? But and he did another thing. So if you don't know, there's a thing called masonry. It's this guy who like he tricks out your car, right? Like really amazing one-on-ones. Long story short, this guy Matt buys like a like a beat up version, like a crashed up version of that masonry shit. He fixed it. Masonry is like, yo, you fixed it, give that shit back, we want it. You know what I mean? So shout out to the I just dig when people like that know engineering and mechanicry and they just get to fucking fixing things. What up, Nene D? What's poppin', Nene? Yo, Nene, help me if you heard about the Italian Gambino guy going at Fat Joe. Do you have any information on that? If not, how you doing? I hope you're having a beautiful day. Shout out to Stormy, shout out to Living Life. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for rocking with the kid, man. Stay blessed, stay blessed. Thank you, Nene. But good looking, everybody. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? We just repping that New York Knicks flavor. We bringing that energy. We making sure that they feel it all the way from California. And we're going to catch that W and bring that chip to Brunson. Shout out to Brunson. He's going to be MVP. It might be OG. You know what I mean? Maybe they give it to him for that tip. But what up? What up, everybody? What's popping? Thank you for rocking with the kid. We're going to go smoke a little bit. It's too fucking hot. Obviously, you see all my beginning streams. I'm smoking. You know what I mean? But today I'm just chilling. It's too hot for that. Nice background, good looking bees. But what's popping? What's popping, everybody? I know I didn't know about it. Wow, Joe better chill. Yeah, man. Joe better chill, man. I always um, let me tell you the game of life. So as a man, men, right? You um not purposefully, I don't want to say purposefully, right? Because some are egotistical, some got big heads, and they want you to know the dirt they put in, right? The work they put in. But there's something about the Italian creed, the like I said, the way the loyalty runs, the way they just shut their fucking mouths. Shut your mouth. Let's keep it pushing. We did them 20, 30 years in the 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Now we got our cribs in fucking Connecticut, Staten Island, Long Island, Boston, fucking Chicago, Philly. Yo, we all over. You know what I mean? No, I didn't. But yeah, I never, and it wasn't because of Goodfellas or Casino. You just didn't play with them because they were a culture that they didn't really come off like dickheads either. They weren't really racist unless you fucked up. Like, they only give you what they give them, right? And that's a million percent. And that's why I always dug about them. Like, yo, if you come correct, they gonna come correct. You know what I mean? Yes, they're very loyal amongst they own Italianos, Irish do the same thing. You know what I mean? Hence that Boston, the mafias, the Irish and the Italianos, they were wilding out in Boston back in the days. If you don't know, do your history. I love shit like that. I always tap into mafia, like documentaries, and you realize what a foothold they held. If you don't know, that guy, Burger, what's his name? Burger, the guy that, fuck, he's a real famous guy, and I'm sorry I'm missing his name, but long story short, he bounced, did like some plastic surgery, but they caught him at the age of 80. I think he died in jail, but that something Burger, something Boger. Something Bolger. I'm getting the name. I'm getting the name. See, when I don't smoke weed, my shit is really what I mean, connected. But yeah, man, that Bolger nigga, man. Whitey Bulger, good looking NAD. Whitey Bulger was a wild motherfucker, man. And he played both sides. He was fucking with the feds and fucking with, Italianos, Irish. He was all over. But he was mainly like, this is how we gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, and when you're a little motherfucker and putting in work like that, that shit is crazy work to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, they finally caught up to him. But I don't always cheer for what I mean, the bad guy. But there's a lot of cases that I do. You know what I mean? I wish John Gotti never went to jail. I wish, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it's like, look, government, if you motherfuckers ain't doing your job, that's not my fucking fault here. You know what I mean? And then you guys create so many laws and loopholes where you could win and the regular citizen can't. We don't like that, cause that's why they do the things they do. You know what I mean? And then they're smart, meaning investing wise. They know to buy legitimate shit to clean, you know what I mean? But let me not talk too much because I'm gonna fucking end up in a fucking trunk, Cadillac trunk or some shit. You know what I mean? Doing a live and shit. Yo, what up? It's me, $8 doing a live in the fucking But yo, let's go Knicks, man. For real, man. Fat Joe, I suggest you shut your mouth, you know what I mean, and be careful, you know what I mean. I know, look, I'm a Latino, of course I would be like, yo, Boricua nigga, we gonna fuck that nigga up, yo, what it is. Nah, man, you know what I mean. Be careful. Just they're still around. They just went even more undercover. Like, picture that. Motherfuckers, remember in the beginning, 30s, 20s, 30s, they used to guard the docks for the army. So they, like I always say, the government almost created this entity, even though they were already moving and grooving in Italy, you know what I'm saying? Sicily and all those other places. But when they landed, man, they were taking a running start. They made sure to invade police. A lot of Irish were police, by the way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Irish guys. But Yeah, man. I always find it fascinating for like immigrants that like they just you're starting from scratch and they built so much shit. You know what I mean? And it just is astonishing and amazing at the same time, right? But shout out to my fucking mafia boys, man. Italianos don't play, man. Be careful, Joe. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on. I saw footage of Jay-Z, DJ Khaled, Fat Joe. You know, everybody's a Knicks fan. Cameron has something cool to say, man. If you wasn't fucking with us too, let's say 5 years, 10 years. You know, I've been fucking with the Knicks since you and missed that layup. So when Jordan was spanking us, when Oakley was choking niggas, when Anthony Mason had the cool hairdos, when Allen Houston was hitting threes, when Latrell Spiro was coaching, choking coaches, when fucking Chris Childs gave Kobe Bryant a left and a Rizzy. I was fucking with them when Charlie Ward could have chose football or basketball. I was fucking with them when Carmelo Anthony came through from Red Hook trying to show out. I was fucking with them when Eddie Curry, we keep going on and on. John Starks, I bought his sneakers, the Adidas. John Starks, man. Shout out to the New York Knicks, the history, just everything that just surrounds it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, look into it. Shout out to Larry Johnson. You remember Grandmama? He hit that 4 pointer in the garden. They got a picture where the fucking garden is standing up. It was in I had a book, but I lost it. But yeah, man, there was this book that like had a lot of NBA pictures from all over the decades. It was called like the NBA 50. It was a cool book, man. But yeah, man, basketball has always been fucking in my blood, man, and hence the reason why I got Rodman jerseys. I got John Morant. If John Morant didn't listen to NBA YoungBoy and thought he was a ghetto motherfucker, John Morant would have been that dude, man. He would have got, maybe the Knicks would have picked him up instead of fucking, Jackson, whatever, Alvarado. Did you see the government going to stop you from fixing your own car? Yeah, closing down. And then Nene, that's an amazing segue. So if you guys don't know, if you have a car or if your parents have a car, listen to this. If you have a car or if your parents or anybody in your vicinity have a car, listen to this. So the newer cars, this is why they're trying to like just junk all the old cars. It's not because of the gasoline thing. It's because they don't want you well, not want you, but eventually there's going to be a point in life where you go bring your car in and the mechanic is going to look at you and tell you that the your dealership needs to send them uh a firmware for us to fucking go into your car. Like they're making it where you the person that used to give yourself your car all you changes and all this cool shit, you have to totally rely on the dealership to make sure that they fix it, they do this, they do that, they do blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there's a grand mass exodus of mechanics either quitting or closing because of this factor. You know what I mean? And a lot of mechanics were, when I saw mechanics talking shit, like not, like let's be real, they were talking shit, like yo, these cars suck. These newer cars are the MSRP is too much money. They depreciate too soon. They make them so plastic and so like convoluted where you can't find simple parts like you used to. So you have to go to the dealership. They doing shit very weirdo sauce, and I don't like it because you pay a lot of money for the car. Then stupid America, we have to insure it, and that shit is not. I don't give a fuck how many Mr. Generals you got, or ducks. Them niggas ain't helping, man. You know what I mean? I remember back in the days, my mans used to tell me $89, 100 dollars, full fucking coverage. You heard? 150. My man had three cars in Florida. He was paying $200 for three cars in Florida to insure them, all three of them. You heard? So yeah, man, I don't like America how every time everything inflates, other areas think that they could inflate too. No, motherfucker. Barbers, mechanics, a lot of people didn't need to overinflate. You know what I mean? We can't afford shit as is. You know what I mean? Yo, what's poppin', Corvus World? How you? They're making it to buy new cars in 2020 that's watching you 24/7. Yeah. Yo, I saw BMW. They have a steering wheel that has a camera on it to see if your eyes are on the road. And as soon as your eyes blink off or go to the phone or whatever, the car would, I don't know, brake or acknowledge that, hey, motherfucker, keep your eyes on the road. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, man. And I knew it when I saw that story where the lady parked her car in her garage. The car fucking opened up the garage and drove itself to the dealership because it was getting repoed. Yes, this is gonna be the new norm when everything is electric or whatever they're gonna push for. You're gonna miss two payments and you're gonna wake up and look in your garage and your car's gonna be gone because the shit drove 4 in the morning to the dealership by itself. And Tesla, if you really wanted things to move, start selling cold cars at 40 and your truck at 50, 60. That's it. Because they go so quickly. You'll see fucking Tesla S's, R's, all them joints. The truck with the doors up, 17.5, 20 the most. 25 the most. Cybertrucks are going for 35, 40. Like, that's crazy work, man. And then in California, a lot of insurance companies don't insure that Cybertruck, which is strange, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how the fuck niggas is driving Cybertrucks on the road, which you know what I mean? Because obviously, think of it like this: if all companies are saying, "Yo, we ain't gonna do it," so that lonely company that says they will, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna charge you fucking 52 million just to fucking insure your car for a weekend. It's getting crazy, man. And I'm passionate for it because it needs to stop this inflation shit. Just why the fuck can of beans is going up, nigga? Like, it's the same shit, same company. Like, yo, and some of these companies are built in America, so there's no export import going on. It's just motherfucking, a truck bringing it from one warehouse to the other. Yet the prices are through the roof. No, mama, no, papa. We gotta change this. We gotta change this because this shit is Julio for the Julios. Shout out to Coolio here, man. But the shit is bugged out, man. Everything is a subscription, and we know that's gonna happen. If I found out that they have a subscription for an apartment complex, $85 a month you have to pay now to open up your own door. Yo, what's popping? MD Sonic Boom in the building, man. Good looking everybody for thumbs up. What's popping Hashana? What's going on NAD? What's going on Chorus? What's popping QBZ in the crib? You already know how we get down. What's going on, everybody? Chance the Gambler, good looking for doing me a Bugatti. I appreciate everybody, man. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for rocking with the kid. Thanks for the support. And it's Friday, man. It's motherfucking fun day. Look at the shirt. The shirt speaks Friday, nigga. You already. But what's poppin', Eric? How you doing? Ni hao? Domo arigato, man. You already know, man. I told my wife today, like, whenever I was chilling with Adi B, China Asians, whoever my friends were, I a little bit. I always say, Shun, thank you. Domo arigato, domo. You know what I'm saying? What's poppin', MD? How you, man? Brazil. What's poppin', Brazil? How you doing, pa? Nah, man. Right now, I'm Puerto Rican, man. West Coast. I'm in California right now. Let's go Knicks. If you don't know, if y'all want to see the real background, it's a hot day though. You won't see no movement. That remember how how you? I tell you when I shiesty, look in the back. If that shit is swaying, that means it's windy. Look at this shit. Say good looking, Hassan. What's poppin', man? You like the shirt? Yeah, man. And peep the hat, son. Bow, bow, bow. Word, man. Hot spicy sauce outside, man. I'm telling y'all, I said it yesterday, and I think we all can agree. Why does this sun feel hotter? Why is this motherfucker burning my ear, melting my shit off, man? Motherfuckers is cracking eggs on their hoods, man. I love it, right? The tie dyes used to be fire because you could wear them with black jeans, blue jeans. Shout out to tie dyes, man. But welcome, Eric. Thank you for rocking with the kid. What's up, Hashana? I hope you're having a great day. You know what I mean? I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope you have a great weekend as well. You know what I mean? Stay safe, y'all. Stay safe. Be careful out there. People are weirdos. Be careful. Two movie suggestions. The Furious. I want everybody to go type in The Furious and check out that trailer. And the other movie, I can't wait for Odyssey. But Scary Movie comes out today. Oh, and next week. There's a lot of cool movies coming out. Let's just say, you know what I'm saying? Master of the Universe did the flopito at the box office, and yeah, hopefully Christy pops up, man. Christy, we miss you. Pop through, pop through. Where's B? Where's everybody, man? Frank, Juan. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for the lateness. But the shower, I just getting my mind right and just figuring out things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? What up, King? What up, everybody? It's hot sauce out here, man. You know why a little bit of Nas and Jay Z are corny? Because niggas went to the Nick game and they didn't wear any Nick colors or I don't like that. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan don't got a problem showing off his peepaw. That nigga Tracy Morgan in 6 months, B. That nigga got paid, then he lost his best friend though. You know what I'm saying? In that Walmart accident. But that nigga Tracy Morgan be having me dying with his fucking stomach out with that jersey on. And he always have like custom made shits, right? He love fatigue, man. Tracy Morgan love Ferraris. You ever seen him trying to jump out of one of his supercars? That nigga, he has me dying sometimes. Shout out to Tracy Morgan, man. We almost lost a great comic. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cool Tracy Morgan stories out there. You know what I'm saying? With Patrice O'Neal, he's been around. Let's just say, you know what I mean? Stomach on Prego. It's 90 here with a heat advisory in Philly. Yeah, it's nasty, isn't it? This weather is nasty work. It's like, yo, and then if you peep all the movements of billionaires and a lot of wealthy people, they're leaving America. Like they're not telling us that America is heating up. There's going to be, God forbid, Yellowstone or, you know what I mean, the fault line in California. But there's, even the intensity of tornadoes, hurricanes, we're even getting tsunamis and shit. You know what I mean? I seen it. I knew it was changed when New York City, Bay Ridge had a tornado go through it. You know what I mean? So this weather is buggy. I don't know if it was the HARP. I don't know if it's these data centers. I don't know if it's the solar panels. But there's something that's heating up this water. I mean, this world, and I don't know, man. And the reflection of water too, man. That shit gets hot. It's the word, man. This earth is it's time to leave, man. It's time to go to the moon and put some condominiums out there, man. Shout out to China for having that. They got a building that houses 30,000 people, and to us, New Yorkers, we might be like, oh, that's I could, we already on top of each other, pause. But 30,000 people, they got a park, they got a supermarket, they got a hospital in it. They have all the amenities that a little city needs, and it's just nobody leaves the complex. They just live there, and rent starts from 200 all the way to like I think 1,500. So it's pretty cool, man. Shout out to China. And I always said they should do that. Build these giant complexes and just house motherfuckers. But you know what I mean? Allow that building to have amenities as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, be careful. Billionaires are leaving America. They already bounced out of California. Yo, Los Angeles is feeling it, man. Whatever's going on in Los Angeles, they are feeling it. And of course, Jaden. That shit is crazy work, man. My so if you don't know, a lot of people thought my cousin was my brother because his mom's my titi, leukemia. So yeah, we know cancer, straight up. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad thing. We still don't know. Isn't that funny? You go to a doctor and a doctor still will give you a question mark as to how you obtain cancer. There's so many methods, so many ways between the food, between your environment, between motherfucking just alcoholic, anything you consume nowadays could lead to that avenue. You know what I mean? The guy that it's funny you said that because the guy that played Michael Myers is going through chemo right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my titi, man. My cousin went and lived with me. He was like my brother, and then he moved out to Philly, South Philly, with his father, his real dad, and that hurt too. You know what I'm saying? Because we were close. But life is life and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But cancer's uh, I don't know. Like this is what I mean about technology and us like getting surpassing the old ways, right? Is how about we figure out some of these things, these diseases? Like, think about the amount of money that's gone into charities, just various things, just trying to figure out, this cancer or any type of cure or anything. They still haven't. This shit's been going on since I was a little kid, 40 years. So it's bugged out, man. It's bugged out, and that's one of the real ones because they took Black Panther because that's what I mean about it's weird. Cancer is just a variety, almost like flowers. You don't know if you're gonna get it in your colon. You ain't gonna know if you're gonna get brain cancer. You could get fucking lung cancer. You could get all type of cancers. That's why it's like a bugged out one. And I still I like look at Michael J. Fox with Parkinson's. He's put so much money into trying to figure out a pill or some type of way of helping that, you know what I mean, disease. Grandma had nose cancer and it spread his brain. He got brain cancer and then passed away. See, and you know what I don't like? I don't like the how rapid and quickly it multiplies. How quickly and I know a lot of people that do herbalistic that type of treatment, and they say sometimes it's like it's the mind could fucking, and that's why I always say, man, when you miserable and you dealing in darkness, man, you could fucking, ignite. Mind you, doctors will tell you a lot of things are in us. All it takes is the switch, meaning we all have like herpes or various other things, and it's just one little thing that will open that Pandora's box, and now it's spreading all over you. You know what I'm saying? And cancer is just a fucking evil one. It it beats up your immune system. That's why I'm like they whatever with the Ovid, because when you think about the way it attacked your immune system, the way it attacked your breathing, that's everything a human really does. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of some things are created by man too. I don't like that. I had a hospice patient that had that, ate a lot of face away. It was horrible. It's crazy, right? I remember they had an old commercial when they were talking about the chewing tobacco, and they had this one old man that he had surgery because he got cancer, and before it spread, he had to chop the jaw off, and the shit looks wild, bro. And it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. I truly don't think there's anything safe. Like you truly got to get out of America to be in better air, better quality of water. Obviously, there's countries that don't have good water and a lot of shit. But did y'all see the thing about Africa? How we sent in whatever years about $1 trillion, and only 11% of the poverty line increased. So that means, and this is what I say about money, man, about giving it to, Africa would be such a rich country if they just got united. There's so many different tribes, there's so many different dictators that are scamming their own people, fucking them over. When they drop bags of grain and rice and shit, they take it and then resell it. It's crooked shit going on in Africa, man. And go figure, when you get to South Africa, it's like you're in a different city. You heard? Like in a different world. Yo, what's popping? Last beer in the building, man. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody doing good. You know how we doing? We chilling. We talking our shit. Where's my little contraption where I can smoke it, though? But word, man, they said some shit like we sent Africa trillions of dollars, and they haven't, increased. They still motherfucking poor over there. You still see flies flowing in their eyeballs. And it's not even a joke. It's more like, damn, that's a lot of fucking money. Like when you think about America, like taxpayers, we send a lot of money into different countries. A lot. We're not talking about 50 bands, 100 bands, maybe a couple food, this, that. No, we sending billions of. Just think about the Ukraine thing that's still happening. Just think about this new one that, like, to jump into something else. That's why everything is through the roof. We're literally paying for the wars right now. Y'all know that, right? So it's bugged out, man. And of course, with such a democratic Republican country, we have no say so. Freedom where, man? You don't got freedom to you don't have freedom to say, hey, I don't want insurance on my car because I know I drive safe. You don't have the free will to be like, hey, I bought this crib and it's my crib. I'm not going to pay no taxes. No, they will take your car and take your crib that's been in your family for years. Imagine that one. Yeah, they doing way better than before, but their government crooked as fuck. Yeah, nene. And you're right, they are doing. But what's popping, last beer? How you? Let's get to this weekend. That's a fact, right? You working, you doing you. You're like, damn, I just want to, you know what I mean? Relax, drink a beer, and be tranquilo, right? Just marinate. But shout out to you, last beer. What's popping, man? Uh, it's all good. It's all good, Jaden. I'm with you, Jaden. But then you landed, ma, as usual. They crooked as fuck over there, and people don't understand, man. Remember, it was like not like it was the Nigerians back in the days that was calling up our grandparents and setting them up and scamming. Remember the phone scams? You be like, Grandma, don't pick up the fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? But word, man, like but the flip side is there's a lot of like a lot of good that comes with it too. I know there was a guy that figured out how to create gasoline from recyclables. Um, they do a lot of still inventing, India, but there's too many people in this fucking world now, man. Like between India and China, holy, that's a lot of fucking people to worry about, to deal with, to fucking, you know. So I always say that at least America found the whatever recipe to to keep shit the way it is over here. Because everywhere else in this world they protesting, they going crazy, they destroying, wars are happening. You wake up, bombs are being dropped everywhere. It's scary, man. It is. But yeah, man, government is crooked as fuck. And you would think America would be wiser. Like even with the Minnesota shit, like giving Somalians or whatever culture just to open up things that they didn't open, right? It's just wild. Like, you know, like Elon Musk doing that Doge shit where he's looking at where the money's going. Like, I thank him for that shit. Word to Mommyville, because that's how come they finding out a lot of programs. That's why they crunched on the EBT. That's why they a lot of people were just milking millions, thousands out of programs. You know what I'm saying? Just think if the people didn't uh with COVID, they still want to lower the population, and that's fucking scary, right? I guess the plan didn't work. And yo, people, I don't know if people remember in America living during COVID. Yo, there was people driving, and we have bus stations in New York City, right? It's like a little house, and you sit there, and a bus comes. Yo, there was dead bodies all over the floor, all over the like. Cause old people thought they could, survive outside or something, and they just died, man. You went to sleep and never woke up again. That breathing, COVID was, and it attacked your energy. Like you were so not like able to get out of bed, go get. Imagine if you lived on your own. Dealing with that shit would have been a war. Yeah, it was popping, Ulysses. How you, man? I hope everything doing good, Ulysses. Yeah, I remember you, pop. I hope you're doing good in school. I hope your brother's good, your family. I remember you, Ulysses. Trust me, man. I ain't a dickhead. But what up, man? What's up, man? You my OG fan. What up, man? Word, shout out to my OG fans. Without y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like once again, I'm just talking to the phone, you know what I'm saying? But what up, Ulysses? I hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, that shit attacked the lungs. If it and then, like I said, people, yo, like a lot of people don't do doctors, right? So a lot of people found out the hard way that they had some type of lung issue or breathing thing. That shit took them out. You know what I mean? It took my, like, I think great grand, like one somebody in our family died. You know what I'm saying? But that shit was all over milking everybody. That's so scary. And then when I had it, like people were like, go to the doctors. My mother's like, because I wasn't living at home, I was in I was in a house, and my mom's just hitting me. Bah, go to the doctors, bah. And I'm telling my mom, mommy, like I'm fucked up bad, right? I can't taste, smell, my energy, breathing, like you said. And I'm like, mommy, but I had like a wheeze, right? I'm like, ma, but they they're gonna put you with other patients, you know? So people don't know how maybe if one patient was I, but the other one was like like remember the transfer rate was insane how quickly you could just get it. Remember they used to say like, yo, you gotta be, AIDS or certain things, you got, saliva, blood, you gotta be close. And yo, you didn't have to, all you had to do was touch a place that somebody touched, and you 1 second, now you got it. You know what I'm saying? And the brain played to a lot of people too, I think, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been times lately I'd be like, oh, I got COVID again. I feel it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's in my mind, you know what I'm saying? But imagine that getting suffocated, man. That's one of the worst ways to go, man. That's one of the worst ways to go, man. And like I said, if you were by yourself, man, you reaching for that phone, reaching for the doorknob, just like your last breaths, man. Fucked up, man. Only in our lifetime though, right? We could see shit like this. That's why I say, man, they know what they doing. It's funny how once they about to die and be out the door, yeah, now everything is priced real. Now diseases and all type of shits is all over, and yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And yo, when they say the boomers hold like some type of $1 trillion wealth, like when they transfer the wealth, it's gonna be in the trillions, from the properties they own to the fucking thing that all over, man. They're like, yo, tighten up your bootstraps and go work harder, nigga. You pay 5 bands for a new car. Stop the cab, please. 5 grand is pretty. Like you could save that in like half a year. Imagine thinking about one of your favorite cars is the Cadillac truck, and that shit is retailed at 210. $210,000. Insurance got to be 900 a month, 1,000. It doesn't make sense anymore. Nothing. Because they know that we're not making this type of bread. Who is? They have the percentages. They have the data. That's what bugs me out the most is these motherfuckers have the data and they still doing this to us. Price gouging, subscription gouging, fucking taking our vehicles for missing 2, 3 fucking payments, even though I've been with you for 2, 3 years. There's no forgiveness no more. You would think, yo, I ain't getting into an accident in a whole fucking year. 3 months is free 99. Give me something. But no, everything is fucking looped. Let me tell you the secret. They started a lot of lawyers all over, right? There's too many lawyers. So we can't just have criminal and prosecutors. So they ventured into other fields like divorcing and just various other ones, right? Lawyer shit, right? Divorce went through the roof because it's all about money. It's a business. It's a fucking business. Lawsuits through the roof. Guess what else is through the roof? Car insurance claims. So yeah, the car insurance offers you 10 bands. That's how much you're supposed to really get. Yeah, you could squeeze them for more money. But what does that mean? You and many millions of other people who are under that insurance policy are going to have to pay for that. What do you think they pay for that, nigga? Let's not be stupid. These motherfuckers don't pay for shit. What up, D? What up, Darius? What's popping, Target? How you, man? You know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up, man. It's a fucked up earth, man. And then they want AI to take over. So what's happening? You gonna take my gig and not have any gigs for me? Even the gig economy is dying because you can't afford the gasoline. It doesn't make sense. I just made $3 tip and it cost me 6.50 to fill up for 1 gallon. It cost me 2 gallons to get here, and you gave me $4, $3. I made another three from the app, so now I got maybe $6, $7 that don't even cover my gas no more. It's not making sense. A lot of shit. I remember motherfuckers used to have movies and TV shows where the delivery kid, they made fun of the guy that used to deliver pizza or whatever. But that same delivery used to have his own apartment or his fucking house and a family, nigga, delivering pizza for Domino's back then in the 90s. even get a fucking studio. Remember, studios used to be the cheapest thing. Why the fuck a studio 15, 2,000, 3,500? Why the fuck is any studio past $1,000? I don't give a fuck where it's at. It's still a studio. Y'all used to go off of square footage. Now y'all motherfuckers go just because there's a train down the block. You want to add on another 500. Hold this L and take this elbow, man. It's not adding up, y'all. It's not. I'm sorry. Let's go Knicks. Good looking, Darius. How you been, D? I hope everything good, man. I hope you have a great weekend, and I appreciate you, man. What's up? What's poppin', man? I hope you're having a great one, man. I'm just talking, man. I always get passionate because I feel like if I was a politician, I would want to figure out where's our money going. Why are people sleeping in their cars? Why is as soon as motherfuckers started building RVs and their own little cribs and trucks, they started price gouging in Home Depot. Now lumber is fucking $85 or some stupid shit. As soon as we start doing things, now you go to an RV, your RVs used to be 20, 30 bands, nigga, for a nice RV. Them shits is 300K now. 400, 500K for a fucking RV, man. As soon as people, I don't like how they move because it's a capitalistic way of living. They can't tell this business owner he can't charge $100 for a fucking Twizzler. I like cool things, like the guy that puts fucking high C with the pineapples and only charges $20. Yeah, he makes maybe 10, 15. Who gives a fuck? It's the thrill, you know what I'm saying? And it's a nice little pack of fucking pineapples. So it's not like it's just one, two. It's like a couple of them in there. From barbershops to even mechanics. Why are we going crazy? Why are we lying that this part costs all this money when you ordered it from Temu and you jerked me? That's why the car blew up. Why is everybody lying? Why are we scamming each other? It's not doing us any better. It's fucking up our economy. Everybody wants the fast cash. Everybody wants to be a streamer. Everybody like is fucking diabolical, B. Everybody wants to be a star in your movie. Everybody wants to fucking hurt you. Everybody wants to make sure you go broke. I don't get it. That's not how we used to be as humans, especially not Americanos, Americans. We used to push for the little man. We used to push for Rocky Balboa to knock down that big Russian nigga. We used to push in these movies. Where did that stop becoming a thing? When working hard and pushing got you to the finish line. You know why people are giving up? Because I work 60 hours a week and I'm still fucking homeless. What's going on with this program? My landlord just raised the rent $300, $400 every fucking 6 months. What is that about? Yo, you know what's bugged out? These fucking landlords would rather their space be empty than lower their price. Once again, these landlords would rather their space, they rather will pay the fucking 5 bands a month, or I mean, 12, whatever. It's like a little amount, if you own the house. But let's say it's like 1,000 a month. They rather pay that 1,000 a month than lower the 2,500 they're charging for that same spot. Then it's nasty, it's scary. When I go to the tube, man, and I see that they got a plethora compilation of videos of people on Facebook Marketplace just trying to do a regular deal, and it ends up being a scam or a fight, or you're fighting for your life, or I was selling the jersey for $40. You don't even got the 40, nigga. Do not ask if you want to purchase something if you don't have the money for it. This is how America bartering works. You hand cash, you receive item. Yes, it flips both ways. You get that PlayStation box, you open it, you see 4 bricks, you like, ah. Make sure you check the product. Make sure you don't hand cash over. That's a dummy move. Don't listen to him. Don't worry. Let me see the product. Let me see, plug it in. Let me see if it works. Let me see, pa 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 pa. Everything good? Okay, here, pa, here's your cash. Have a good day. I ran so many marketplace offer up and Craigslist deals. I bought these shades. I buy so many things off of marketplace, man. Never had a bump in the road. And that's because you could see, some of these people, you click them and it'll go, yo, 20 people said this nigga scamming. Okay, that's a hint right there. Yes, I know you want the Yeezys for $40, but yeah, this nigga scamming. It's a lie. He's gonna beat you in the head, take the 40, and you're gonna be, the ones that go only Cash App only, and I'll mail it to. What you mean? So I'm gonna send you the money first, and now I gotta rely on your humanity to send me whatever product. You could hold this. You think I'm stupid? And it happens to so many people, and I'm sorry, man. That's why eBay and a lot of these offer ups started doing like return policies, and because some people even will return the fucking thing, and then you open your box and you're like, oh shit, man, this nigga didn't send me nothing. Like, oh, it's not the product. You send it back, get your money back, boom, everything Gucci. But damn, man, these motherfuckers is wildin', man. They really trying to fuck people over, man. I don't get that part. I'm talking my shit. Good looking, yeah. But it's just bugged out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just the way systematically, and I always say everything is like a spider web. Everything, COVID. I mean, those 3 years allowed me to see how A, connectivity things are connected to each other, and B, um how little humanity they needed for things to still keep going. That's what I saw and I got scared of. I said, holy shit, the world is still going? You sending us checks, everybody living gravy. I was like, uh-oh, this is a grand scheme and things. Cause they know uh anything you work in a year into your regimen, into your schedule, it's hard to undiscipline it. So let's say you got used to spending, $60 a day on Uber Eats and shit like that when you were receiving 1,500 every week. Yeah, you could do that. But these are different times. So people, it's hard for people to like, uh-oh, I gotta not do Starbucks today. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know what I mean? It can never be the bare minimum. Everybody wants to live like the Prince of Dubai without Dubai money. I don't get it. Maybe it's our cloth that we're from, but we had common sense to understand, look, in life, you only get as much as you work hard for, right? And that was always the prime, the lining in everything. You was smart, you got a good job, you kicked ass, you got to that bag, and life was, life 80 but 90% of the time, unless divorce, cheating, got shit, murder, things happen in life, right? But other than that, bro, as long as you was working and working hard, first of all, that business wasn't gonna fucking close like they do every 5 years. Yo, my mom's is still with the same business for 40, 50 years, man. 40, 50 years, 40 years. You can't do that no more. The average basketball football player is 3 to 10. LeBron is an anomaly. Not everybody plays for that long and could, amass that much wealth. But I bet money as soon as he retires, they're gonna try to take it from him. I bet money they're gonna pop up. Yo, LeBron was he was smashing mad girls everywhere. Whatever they're gonna do, they're gonna try to take that money back. Trust me, they always do, man. They always do. They always do. But word, man, we gotta start living amongst our, whatever we making, and collectively start jotting shit down. That's another thing that used to help us. My mother and our parents used to have like a checkbook. Used to have like the the accounting book. Okay, rent was da da da. Let me put that there. So it was almost like I call it the I forgot the name. I called it some slick name, but it's this book that ledger. So when you go back, it's like a receipt book for you. Look, I did pay this month, like da 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 da. I know what the fuck I did. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been seeing a lot of videos where people go to banks and they're like, "Yo, can I take out 4 bands, 2,500?" Nope. What you mean no? This is my money. Nope. Give me the receipt of can you give me something? What you gonna buy with this money? Like, wait a minute. Now you need to know what I'm buying with my money. This ain't freedom no more. This is wild. And the UK and other China and other countries are going full throttle. They already have drones in China flying everywhere. In UK, they're already trying to implement the chip underneath your shit that has all information. Your birth, your ti, papi, papa, ta. Yeah, budget and account properly. If you can't eat so and so at lunch with your coworkers every week, it's okay to go in your car and eat a handmade sandwich. First of all, it's food. Once you put the food in and you feel that, whoop, my gas is filled, that's all it really is, right? Eat some leftovers like we used to. Yo, people have this weird shame at work of eating leftovers. I hope we could bring it back. But yo, eat your leftovers. Bring your little plastic thing. Reheat. That's why they got microwaves. Reheat your shit, man. Drink the water that's at the job. I'm telling you, man. There's no reason why, yo, you should be, having life decisions because of food. Food is the last one. Meaning, like, just figure out how. A lot of people don't tell you that. Oh, I spent 100 a week just on Oreo cookies or some wild crazy shit, right? You know, we all got work to do. It's gonna be a long time coming. 2027. Um, it's going to is the world's changing in front of us, man. And I know they're trying to give us excitement with the New York Knicks and shit like that, but it's a distraction. I noticed another thing. Is it funny? Isn't it funny that the news seem light? I'm over here looking for resources. The most I got was, I don't know what your thoughts on the Carmelo Anthony trial. So there was this young kid. He got into a altercation. It ended with him stabbing one of the twin brothers. The kid died. Um, Fast forward, they give him 35 years, and now he's serving that time. He cut his hair, and he's in jail or prison right now, right? Some people are 50-50. Some people think he should be, if he was a white kid, he would have got off. And some people feel like, hey, you stabbed, you killed somebody. You got to do your time. You know what I mean? Do the crime, do the time. So, but besides that, there's very few, it felt like right before the Knicks got into the finals happened and shit like that. Yo, there was sloppy news every day, man. That's a fact. That's a fact. Kids. First of all, it's funny, at common sense, we all knew that. Please do not think there wasn't knives or guns around in the 90s or early 2000s. There was. We just knew the consequence of killing somebody. We just knew the consequence of doing this and then going to jail for the rest of your life. We knew these things ahead of time. And yes, dead ass, we were scared. Nope, I'm not going for it. Nope. I don't care how much, a lot of times I be thinking like shit is set up. Nope, this nigga's trying to rile me up so I can slap him and then blah blah blah. But nope, I'm not falling for it. Later, have a good day, y'all. Yo, have a good one. We don't have to act gangster everywhere we go. You don't need to carry a weapon, a knife, a gun. Stop flexing. A lot of people pull the shit out and think, oh, I'm a scared a nigga, and then get blasted down. Not everybody's playing. And these are kids, so I know they playing 14, 15, 16, 17. You're a kid. You don't know what you want from life yet. You're playing around. Y'all thinking this is a game of tag and shit, shooting niggas with bullets and shit. No, people are dying and they're never coming back. That's it. Game over. Boop, boop, boop. But to that case, man, you shouldn't have had that knife. And even if the kid was wilding, man, what happened to these? What happened to these? What happened to wrestling? What happened to if you was bigger, you threw the motherfucker down, and then they would be like, "Yo, yo, that's it, the fight, yo, 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 chill, the weight class." Why everything got to be this? Why everything got to be this? And I told you, decision making, you black out. I don't know what the brain does, but it does. It's actually smart what it does, because it does some shit where it makes you not really logically formulate what the fuck's really happening right now. So you just go, woo, and next thing you know, you in the cop car like this. Oh shit, I just shot that nigga. Oh, woo woo, woo 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 woo. That's when people realize when they get the cuffs on and they go into interrogation, then they're like their eyes. Oh, I did that. Oh my god, that was my bet. I didn't mean it. Of course you didn't mean it. But because a lot of folks are raised with emotion, everybody's leading with emotion. Guess what? You're gonna do dumb shit off of emotions, man. Emotional damage. The coaches are very strict about that. Yeah. Hold on. What a lot of people do not understand is that in the suburb sports team, you were not allowed to go in the opposing team do the rivalry. It's absolutely yo. You know what's funny? You say that. That shit's almost been like in the books forever, mama. Right? You never seen cheerleaders going to the other side. You know why they separate football teams? Why they even have their own locker when the game is over? Because they have to separate people's emotions. And, if you lost, if it was a tough game, whatever the situation was, you have to separate these kids from emotional. They even do that to NFL players, man. Yes, it gets intense. Yes, it gets passionate. Yes, you want to win all the time. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You might want to slap a nigga helmet off. But at the end of the day, there's always been that law and that rule where one side, and you do not go to the opposing side because you will get your shit slapped. The coach would do it, and somebody would have slapped you. People be thinking they so gangster, they play around, they act Mr. Tough Guy, and then when shit hits the fan, they want to be calling Charleston White. I don't like it. I do not like it. Stop. You do the crime, you do the time. Simple as that. So I want this man procreating so he could teach his kids to fucking carry a knife in a fucking school for no reason. Why do we have to act like animals? Why the fuck is everything this macho shit? If you feel like you have energy, join the fucking wrestling team. Join a sport. Let it out that way. But if you're a corny motherfucker or you trying to be like this tough guy, just stop. Because I bet money you ain't gonna do shit without a knife or a gun, man. These kids are super soft, man. Go pick up the super soaker again and go have water fights like we used to have, where all you got to do is dry your shirt and go home. No stretcher involved, no ambulance, just a wet t-shirt and you running down the block laughing. He did. Yo, I'm putting 75 racks. It's 150 for the appeal, all this nonsense. Yo, man, it happened, man. You know what's bugged out? There be other cases that like are really out there, like, yo, the person ain't do it. I don't see nobody fighting for them. There's a YouTube channel that I love, man. He has $1,000 and he always bails out 10 guys. $100. Just imagine they couldn't. Everybody talks all this ball of shit, but you motherfuckers couldn't afford $100 to bail yourself out. So this guy goes in different states and he bails out people, and I like it. Because when you get bailed out, A, for $100 means your crime wasn't that crazy, and B, it's sad. Yo, I was a paralegal, and like, let's say a homeless guy got into some shit. The judge would put a dollar fucking bail, and the nigga couldn't afford it, man. A dollar bail. I know. He's a real goofy. And then, yo, doesn't he contradict himself? Yo, 1 minute it's a character, the next minute it's I'm fighting for my peoples. The next minute it's I do it for the bag. The next minute is I'm trying to grow hair. Next minute it's like got cornrows. Like, yo, Unc, Grandpa, whatever you are, one not bandit, yo, chill out. You already know that your voice has a lot of fucking like power, and people will listen to you. So slow down with the games and playing around, and let's get serious, man. You know what I mean? You do the crime, you gotta do the time, man. But yo, everybody, I'm so sorry, man. I gotta go. My shit is about to die. I told you that was another reason. I gotta get a charger. And yeah, man. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for rocking with the kid. We almost hit the 10 ball, nigga. We almost hit the 10 ball. Good looking, everybody. Thank you, Nene D. Great conversation as usual. Darius, you have a great weekend. Everybody, Beezy, you already know it's Shana, Mick King. Everybody have a great weekend, man. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'm gonna see y'all on Monday, and I hope to be giving you. I know I'm like, yo, the niggas called that W, you heard? But everybody have a great one, man. You know how I treat the weekends. I'm just gonna relax. The sun is draining me. It really is. I gotta get acclimated. Let me get my body back. But I hope everybody has a great one. Take care. Thank you for rocking with me. It's $8 random. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. You know how the fuck I give it up. Yo, have a great weekend. Later, y'all. Peace. $8. Good looking y'all for being in the room. I appreciate y'all. Later. Peace. $8.